We need to fix One-Eyed Willie here. And we're back. And on the bench today we got the LMT Mini. Now the reason that the LMT Mini is on the bench for this little short video is to show you guys what not to do that I did in my previous build video. Everything went great. All the trail hop-ups have worked very well. I haven't added any more to it, but we still got some knuckles and stuff we want to do. But this video is about what not to do with your steering servo. So I upgraded the steering servo to the Reefs 179 Smart Micro. Very awesome little servo, works great in all types of mini RCs. But I put it in this truck, and after a couple of runs it stopped working. And couldn't figure out why. Didn't realize I had broke the gears inside. And then I was in a crunch. We were messing around in the shop. Grabbed another servo, put it in. It's the same footprint. I believe it's almost the same exact one. We picked up the Power Hobbies 59MG, and within 2 jumps we also broke that servo. Now, the story behind this is I watched a video that Reefs put up of upgrading the LMT steering servo, and they used the solid servo horn. That was a big mistake with this truck. And so I thought, well, if they're using a solid servo horn, I'll do that too. They must trust their servos to be strong enough. These tires have too much leverage. Even with the plastics, it's just too much. I mean, because if you land on the outside edge, the wheel is instantly stripping. Also, Jake, the other guy I was running with, stripped his Reefs Net 179 also. And so we went on at first I could not find any servo savers to fit these servos, but after a little bit of research they are available. So we picked up the Hot Racing CNC aluminum servo horn 25T, and it is designed specifically, this part number, for this servo, and so it'll go on there. They do make other ones that'll fit the stock servo and ones that are another spline for some other servos. So you'll have to look into which one you want to get. This one is for the Reefs, that's the part number. The MMJ48SH25T, and this one should work just fine. It comes with new, and you can see it's a knurled wheel, so it's adjustable. You can tighten it up or loosen it, and that's what I should have went with to begin with. We also got the Smart 179 gears, so we're going to replace the gears in the servo. The Power Hobbies one I'm also going to repair, but I don't have the gears for it right now. I haven't even been able to find them or locate them, so that's what we're going to do, is do a quick repair and hopefully get this thing. I already started unbolting everything, and we're going to get this thing up and going real quick. So we pulled this servo out. This servo is a really nice one too. I believe you can tell they look really similar. I think they might even be made in the same factory. Hardware, everything looks real close except for this little step up here on the 179, and I think that just might be a machined bit difference that they have. But the Reefs 179 Micro is waterproof, and the Power Hobbies does not claim to be waterproof or even splash proof, so keep that in mind. Alright, so we just need a little tiny Phillips to get the gear replacement started. I don't know if you can see down in there, the little tiny gear down in that area, that's where we're stripped out. You can see the teeth are completely ripped off of it. So we just need to replace, oh yeah, you can see there's actually gears on the other gears. So we're going to replace this whole set just to make sure we don't have any other problems or any chipping I can't see. Okay, we got the gears in place. Put a little tiny bit of grease on them, don't need too much. And they're kind of hard to finagle and get on there being small, but there's very tight tolerances with these little tiny servos. Hopefully this thing works. We'll just plug it in real quick and double check it before we bolt it in, because when it broke the gears, the gear teeth were binding up inside. And I didn't realize at first that it was the gears. I couldn't figure out what it was. So anyway, it ended up getting the servo quite hot. So hopefully we didn't damage it. That is a great little servo. And it's still basically brand new. So hopefully we don't have to buy another one. Sweet, we didn't burn it up. Okay, I'll just bolt it in real quick. Don't forget to Loctite your screw. You don't need a ton with these little ones, but you do want a little bit of Loctite on there. Okay, I'm excited to get this thing back running. It's been like this for a minute. I've had the parts, just haven't been able to get to it. Fire up the remote. We're back in business. And we have a servo saver, so let's see if it's working. Okay, so the servo saver seems to be working, and if you can see on the servo saver, you can see that little bit of a gap, and the cam is working right there. So that's what saves the servo from impact. Now there is a little bit of a break-in period to servo savers and anything with springs. So we're just gonna give it a couple tweaks. Seems to be pretty good. We might loosen it a little bit at first to make it the loosest, and then go from there depending on how it feels. And we want it as loose as it can, but still have good handling. I think this thing can probably honestly handle being pretty loose, depending on the surface you're running on and how it's grabbing the tires and whipping them around. That sort of situation. So we just got a little bit of play in the linkage, but the servo's still nice and tight. And that's it, guys. We're back in business. We need to fix One-Eyed Willie here and that's the only thing bad about this body is the minute it lands, I already knocked this one out, and then the next round I knocked this one out. You can see the lights are just dangling inside. They bust loose really easy. Shoe goo would be the best way to fix it. Okay, guys, please support local hobby shops. Like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching.